Okay, you guys, so I am currently in the process of co-washing some bundles. Just so you guys know, this is not from my vendor. These bundles are not from my vendor. I actually decided to try out a different hair company. I would say a pretty popular, well-known hair company, just because anybody who has Indian hair knows that it reacts to the elements a lot. So being living somewhere that has a whole bunch of humidity, it can be a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. I had my company's Indian wavy, and it was little to no shedding. Like on a day to day, I may get 2 strands. When detangling and combing the hair, I get very little, maybe 1 or 2 strands. Absolutely no tangling. Again, this is not my company. This is not my company. I'm just talking while I'm showing y'all this company, giving y'all a little background information. So again, my Indian wavy that I order from that particular vendor, it does react to the humidity, but I believe that's just a trait of Indian hair, but it was little to no shedding and absolutely no tangling. I just want to go to a different look, and anybody who knows, Indian hair is just not the coarsest. Now I'm going to show y'all some of my coarse Indian curly that I sourced a little while ago, and I just finally am co-washing. I'm going to show y'all that. But I ordered from this company thinking it would have some texture, thinking it would be fine, thinking it may blend halfway decently. From what I see on my end, it may be a tad too silky. I wanted to co-wash it and kind of see. I'm about to show y'all all the shedding I got from these 3 bundles alone. I did not wash it. I only put water to it and conditioner. I wet it and put conditioner. So conditioner's in there now. This is just some wavy hair. So it seemed like it has some decent waves to the end. But I'm going to show y'all all the shedding. This is all the shedding that I got from this hair. I did not do anything to this hair but take it out the package, run some water on it, and use Dove Intensive Repair Conditioner. Before I can even fully soak the hair, strands are literally just coming out like crazy. Like, look at all this hair. Literally just coming out of the hair. All she has it is just folded up and twist tied. I'm not gonna tell y'all the company just yet because these companies getting their feelings and they don't want you ordering no more. And the reason why some people say, well, why would you want to order from a company again that you ordered from and had a bad experience with? This particular company, I've ordered when she used to sell raw Cambodian bundles. It used to list each individual bundle and what you saw is what you got. Yeah, I may not have been too pleased with how deep maybe the wave pattern was, but that hair was good. I didn't get a whole lot of shedding that I remember. I don't get a whole lot of tangling that I remember. And I actually used it to blend with some other hair and it worked out perfectly fine. So to my knowledge, it's like you have to play to your strengths, right? If you source something and you do that well, stick to that. Don't try to do a little bit of everything, just to please the audience. Stick to your niche market, and if you're able to source something, stick to it and keep sourcing that particular thing. I'm going to show y'all the beards. Everything looks clean. Everything looks neat. The only thing you see on it maybe is some conditioner. It doesn't look like bad or anything. So I was so shocked when I got all this shedding because it looks neat and tight. That's what you typically look for. You need your tight wefts. You have some beards, but they're not anything crazy. Some raw origins do it like that, which is fine. But the wefts are neat. They're sewn neat and tight, as you can see. You don't see no loose threads or anything. So there's conditioner in it now. But this is all the shedding that I got from this hair. It's just a whole bunch of shedding. It's shedding like crazy. Look at all that hair. And like I said, never wore these bundles before. It's my first time taking these bundles out. I didn't even put shampoo in it. Only thing I put was Dove Intensive Repair Conditioner. If anybody's used to, and I use my dimming brush. That's it. The dimming brush detangles my natural hair really good. So I know it has nothing to do with this brush. But anybody who's used to dealing with weave, this is like a holy grail. Dove Intensive Repair. I'm going to show y'all the bundles that I'm drying now that are from where I get my hair from. Try to come into the light. So these are the coarse bundles that I got from my vendor. Only thing that makes me hesitant is they are very coarse. You can see the texture while it's wet. I put a little leave-in after the fact once I saw how coarse they were coming, but I don't know how it's really going to come out until it fully dries. So these two lighter bundles right here are really the super coarse texture bundles. This is like super coarse Indian curly. And then this over here is like of the more silkier, finer texture bundles that I had that just, it had the most texture out of them, because when I sourced these bundles, I ordered 3 of the super coarse, and only 2 of the 3 ended up being really coarse, and the other one was kind of like on the silkier side, like it wasn't really that coarse. So this one looked like it had either the same amount of texture or a little bit more texture than that bundle, so that's why it's kind of darker. Because the third bundle that I had to go with these 2 bundles, it did match color wise, but I chose to, as of right now, it's just a napkin I had. As of right now, I'm probably not going to use that bundle, but I want to see how it all dries together lengthwise and everything. I cannot find another bundle on anyone's site that blends with that one. I'm the type of person, I know what I'm capable of sourcing from my vendor. I know that I can get good products from my vendor. I just have it drying on the door with a towel. I know what I'm capable of sourcing from my vendor. I'm not about to show y'all how I look because I look crazy. But, so I'm just come back to the other bundles. I know what I'm capable of sourcing from my vendor. And I know the quality, but at the same time, my vendor specializes in Indian hair only. Raw Indian hair only. They have one deep curly that's a processed deep curly, and he lets you know from jump it's a processed deep curly. I'm not a fan of the texture. I don't really like hair that's that deep curly. It's almost like a kinky curly type texture. But you kind of have to stick to what you know. So if he can't really source what I want, and I've been through hell trying to find other vendors to source what I want, then in some instances it's not really in some instances I don't mind going to an outside company or a company I used to purchase from to match some hair. I have no issue with that. Order from one company, ended up getting my order canceled because I guess she wasn't updating her inventory on her site and the bundle ended up selling already. But I just say all that to say I don't have an issue ordering from other companies if I'm looking for something different that what I sell doesn't offer. Like if I'm looking for a different origin or a different trait from a different hair that Indian hair does not offer. I don't try to say I'm the jack of all trades. I don't try to be that. I don't try to advertise I'm jack of all trades. I sell raw Indian hair. Raw, if you're familiar with raw hair, you know raw Indian hair has its own traits, just like raw Cambodian hair has its own traits, pros and cons. So I don't have an issue with looking to other companies if it's something that, you know, the Indian hair that I offer, you know, just cannot offer. Like I can't say have a taste for chicken and then order beef and expect it to have that same, you know, qualities. It just doesn't work like that. But I'm just highly disappointed with this hair and all this shedding. And I just had to show you guys. I don't know if I'm going to tell y'all the company yet because some people literally get in their feelings and get so sensitive. And it's like some products I've ordered from this particular company I've loved. I've never ordered this type of hair from this company before. And I don't love it because if every time I go to wash, and as you can see, I didn't even wash the hair. I only did co-wash. If every time I go to even wet this hair or do anything to this hair and it gives me this, I don't want to deal with the hair. Now, when this hair was dry, it had no shedding, no tangling. It was perfectly fine. As soon as I put water to it, it started tangling and coming out like crazy and shedding. It's the first time I ever did anything to this hair since receiving it. So we'll see. I don't even know if I want to do anything to it after, but we'll see. It was on a sale. Not saying just because the sale is bad, not saying that. I'm going to show y'all the hair that I have, my Indian hair from my company one more time. And then I'm going to sign off. I don't want this video to be too long. Try to get in the light because then it's not that much light in there. But as you can see, these two very textured curly bundles are still wet. As you can see, it's dripping. But just very textured curly bundles. I was trying to find a long one to match this really long one. I can't. A while ago, if y'all remember, when I was clearing out my stash sale before I started selling hair, I had a super long, coarse, looser bundle from Nirvana Noir. That probably would have matched perfect. But I try not to keep all that hair in my stash anymore. So if I don't like it, I sell it. So I don't know. I don't know if I end up selling that hair, if I even want to put it on my site, because I don't want people thinking that's my hair. If I end up selling that hair, I may sell it on eBay. And if I put it on eBay, I'm going to list the name of the company. I'm going to put very frank, like, this is not my brand. I'm not responsible for the quality of this hair. I ordered from this company. What, co-washed it one time, got a lot of shedding, wasn't a fan of it, putting it on there for a super low price. I may do something like that. And the one to the end is not the super coarse texture curly. It's like the regular, more silkier curly. But I was just trying to see how it would blend. Because like I said, the other bundle they gave me that was supposed to match these two coarse ones is more silky. Like this one is not coarse. So, and it's shorter than that. And I'm trying to put this bundle in the middle, this coarse one in the middle. If I want it to be on the top to blend the best. So I'm trying to find something that can go in the middle, or I don't know. But these are my company's hair. I don't know if he could source hair this coarse again. I've messaged him and asked if he had coarse curly, very texture curly. He told me he did. He's not really one to like sort it out and send pictures. He'll sort through his bundles and meet your request, but he's really not one that really sends pictures, because I've done that, requested before. So I don't know, because when I sourced these, he told me he got it from a different supplier than where he normally gets his hair from, and he doesn't really work with them anymore. And he, he just kind of was like doing me a favor, one-time thing, super coarse hair. So he told me he has them. I don't know if he really does. If y'all are interested in the course, let me know. And I may order. What I'm thinking about doing is ordering a few as coarse as I can get from him, curly bundles, selling it on the site individually instead of a bundle deal, like the individual bundles. Just for the people who may want to just do one bundle and try my company out. Just for the people who are like me, may just need one bundle from somewhere to supplement another bundles that they have. So I think that's what I'm going to do once I get my money a little right, is order a couple coarse bundles, coarse curly bundles from my vendor. Try to, if he can't give me this coarse as he can get curly. I know people want that texture. Put it on the site individually. See how that goes. If that goes well, I'll do it again. If it doesn't go too well, then we're just gonna do pre-order. But yeah, if y'all have any questions or concerns, just let me know. Leave them below.